back to our Channel 3 Hay Garden here. And take a look at some of this kale that's growing over here. In fact, we're just tucking up a little bit of mulch right underneath it. This is getting that stuff ready for this coming, well, warm temperatures. We've already experienced some temperatures almost hitting 100. So the more compost, the more soil you can add along or around each one of these types of plants, the longer they're going to survive because it keeps the soil much cooler. Now, today we're talking about pots. In fact, potted plants are a great way to go, especially if you're in your smaller type homes. First thing you got to remember when you're actually utilizing those pots, you've got to have plenty of drainage. In fact, this is almost not enough. The more drainage, the better the pot's going to actually drain, and that drainage really helps out so that these plants don't get any wet type feet. There's all types of different types of pots out there, but the most important ingredient that you can add to it is the soil. In fact, a real good potting soil is the ideal mixture, mixed in with a little bit of lava sand. You can see that lava sand right in there. And of course, we call our desert rock dust. You can see this. And these all combined together really add to a great soil mix, because that soil mix has got to drain just like we talked about. Now you're looking at a little clay pot here. Clay works out great during the summertime because it's going to also protect that plant from these extreme hot temperatures. You notice all these pots are about, anywhere from 3 to 5 gallons. That's about as small as you can really grow a lot of different types of plant material in potted type of culture. The other thing, regular fertilization. This is going to be crucial. In fact, fertilizing almost every time you water is the ideal situation for keeping plants growing and growing just like you're looking at. Now, you're looking at a lot of different types of plants in the same pot. We call that companion planting. A little bit of thyme, a little bit of different types of sages and some pansies and parsleys. All these might be changed up for a hot weather, but the more companion planting you can add, the better off you're going to be. Why? Because it's going to repel a lot of different types of pests. It adds to the different types of microorganisms that are growing in the soil, and overall it's going to create a much healthier type plant. Some other things we do, we add some little bit of liquid seaweed. Liquid seaweed goes a long way. We'll foliar spray all the different types of foliage on these plants, and by foliar feeding, you're going to go ahead and help out with that plant and help out with the overall structure or stomata of the plant, making it much more resistant. Take a look at all these bees actually attacking my bok choy right here. I just noticed these guys. These guys are going crazy right now. We let that bok choy go ahead and just kind of bloom like that, and what we're going to do is we're going to later on harvesting the seed. Back to our potted plants, a lot of different types of lettuces are growing right now. You'll see some nasturtiums in there, some different types of snapdragons. All these work out fantastic. Last but not least, well, we got to worry about the different types of pests that are actually affecting the plant. The one thing I use, a little bit of insecticidal soap or Dr. Bonner soap goes a long ways towards really helping out that plant material. And last but not least, if you want to just save a lot of money, a little bit of compost tea. In fact, Bobby, come on over here. This is our compost tea, and you can go ahead and add that to the soil itself for a little bit of what we call very inexpensive fertilizer. And inexpensive or cheap, Scott, back to you, and Sweet Pea, of course.
Thank you very much, Dave.